Hi butterflies, welcome to my garden. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And now let's get into the video. Hi my butterflies, welcome back to my channel. And it's your girl Calypso, and I'm back again. And if you're new here, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know where you're from or what you think of my presentation in this video. So today I'm gonna talk about lessons that we can learn from butterflies. Now, if you've been in my channel, or even if you're new to my channel, you can clearly see that I have an affinity for butterflies, and it's even on my wall and everything. You can see that clearly I associate myself with butterflies. Not because I don't know, have any lack self-awareness or something. It's just butterflies will always have a sentimental meaning or a sentimental symbolism in my journey. In pop culture, I know that butterflies is widely associated with Mariah Carey, and no disrespect, to the diva, to the legend that she is. And I think she's done a pretty good job of branding herself with the image and the image and likeness and butterflies, and her album Butterfly, she's done a pretty good job of attaching herself to that image, because when you think of butterflies in pop culture, you think Mariah Carey, especially if you're very familiar with pop culture. So yeah, and then there's also the famous quote from the late great Muhammad Ali: float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. So there's that pop culture reference when it comes to butterflies. But for me, like I said, butterflies I gravitate towards beauty, and I've always been fascinated by the beauty of butterflies, and it got me thinking on a deeper level of what it could possibly represent to me. And as a trans girl, butterflies remind me of metamorphosis and change. So I'm just sharing a few lessons and inspirations that you could learn from butterflies as you go through life in your journey, wherever it may be, whether you're cisgender or transgender or whatever. Yeah, butterflies can also have a symbolism, and they could also be a few valuable lessons that you could take from the lifespan of a butterfly. So number one, butterflies tells you the lifespan of a butterfly and whatever. One thing that you can learn from that is that change is definitely inevitable. You know, butterflies, from the caterpillar to a butterfly, they go through a whole metamorphosis of change and different stages in their lives, and they gain their wings and take flight and spread beauty. So change is inevitable. So when you're going through it, when you're going through a hard period or a dark period, just know that it's called going through it, which means you're not going to get stuck there. You're going to survive. You will get through it. There will always be, it's just a transitional period. You always come through on the other side. So there's what that representation of change. Change is inevitable. You're not going to get stuck there. You're not going to be stagnant. We all grow, we all evolve, we all change, and that's just life. And butterflies give that significance in lesson number one. So now there's that. So number two, butterflies can't see their beauty, but everybody else can. And everybody else can appreciate their beauty, but they can't see their beauty. However, they do spread beauty. They do spread beauty without even knowing it, through the whole process of pollination, where the pollen gets stuck in their wings and on their bodies as they spread the seeds around, and brings about the blossoming of other flowers and everything. So when I say, hi butterflies, welcome to my garden, I'm inviting you into my world to bring beauty and to spread beauty, because at the end of my videos I do say spread love, protect your energy, and be kind. So it's kind of like a butterfly as well. So that's the significance in there from butterflies. So they do spread beauty even without knowing. They just spread beauty because they can't help but spread beauty. And they, like I said, they can't see their beauty, and that's very common in a lot of human beings, where we can see how beautiful we are. We can see how awesome or how far we've come in our journey, but everybody else can. And sometimes it's okay to take a step back and just see how far you've come and appreciate it. And I'm still coming to terms with that, because also when people tell me, when I go through life and I get compliments from people like, oh, you're pretty, you're gorgeous, you're beautiful, I cringe a little bit, because compliments I've never really been fully comfortable with compliments. So it's nice to hear, don't get me wrong, it's nice to hear, but there's always that small part of me that's like, because, and I think I know why, because when it comes to my physical appearance, beauty, whatever, I can't fully take credit for all of this, because I, for the most part, had nothing to do with this. This is just how I was born. I haven't really messed with my face at all, or my body. So it's like I can't really take credit for most of this anyway. So that's probably what it is. But however, when somebody tells me, I like the way you conduct yourself, I like the way you talk, you are intelligent, and the way you speak, I appreciate those compliments the most, because those are things that I've actually worked on. So it's nice to hear those things. But however, in saying that, I still appreciate the compliments of my physical appearance, because yes, there are some things that I do with the way I dress and with the way I wear my hair. Yes, I can take credit for that. So it's nice to still get those compliments. Don't get me wrong, I will never get tired of hearing that. But I can't fully take credit for everything for my physical appearance. I don't know if that makes any sense, does it? Okay. So lesson number 3, and this is just to everybody, like, whenever you feel alone, remember that the caterpillar goes through a tough season of loneliness and isolation before it gains its wings. And yeah. So when you think of loneliness and isolation, that's just nature. The butterfly goes through a period of incredible isolation and loneliness and vulnerability when it's in the cocoon, and then it emerges from the cocoon and it gains its wings and it flies away. So, like I said in my first point, change is inevitable. You're not going to get stuck there. It might seem like it might seem like it's taking too long, or it might seem like it's taking forever, but trust and believe that when the time comes, you will gain your wings and you will fly. So spread your wings and prepare to fly, for you have become a butterfly. Shout out to Mariah Carey. That's one of my favorite songs from her. So yeah, it bears a lot of significance in my life, and I'm sure it did bear a lot of significance to her as well, because the Butterfly album is still one of her most respected standout records. So shout out to Mariah Carey. Yeah, so eventually I hope you all gain your wings when the time comes, and you're not afraid to spread your wings and fly high and live. So lesson number 4, sorry. Growth is a process. It doesn't happen overnight. So I think in this day and age, especially in the age of social media, everybody is so keen to take off and hit the spot and be popular and gain followers and likes and be famous and be rich and be wealthy. There's so many like, a lot of people are so quick to take the shortcuts, and get rich quick schemes, if you may, so that people forget that it's all a process. Growth is a process. So sometimes you need to put in the work, and you need to polish yourself, and get the work done, put in work, learn as much as you can, and apply yourself. I think as human beings, people get so impatient now. The idea is just, they don't want to go through that process of working for it. They just want immediate gratification as well. But you just need to understand that it's a process and it doesn't happen overnight. So give yourself time, give yourself a break, and give yourself a little bit of credit for how hard you're trying, if you're trying, and when you're trying. Give yourself credit for that as well. So that's number 4. Lesson number 5. Um, be like a butterfly and a flower. We should all be like a butterfly and a flower, beautiful and sought after as well. But at the same time, unassuming and gentle and free. So be like a butterfly, be like a flower where everybody thinks you're beautiful and everybody sorts after your gifts and your talents or whatever. But at the same time, be unassuming of it. Because when you assume that everybody wants you, everybody loves me, everybody wants me, that's when it could feed the ego and go to a very unhealthy place. So be unassuming and be gentle, but at the same time be free as well. Because when I mean be free, it means free yourself of the burden, free yourself of the guilt. I'm still dealing with the guilt part because there's certain things that I feel guilty about that I'm still learning to overcome that feeling of guilt, because that feeling of guilt can be hefty and it can weigh heavy on anyone. So let go of the guilt, let go of the pain, let go of the burden and the mental anguish. And how a butterfly, like a butterfly, I don't people are gonna get tired of. I've said butterfly like 1,000 times already in this video, but I have a point. I promise. The butterfly gains its wings when the caterpillar lightens up. So the caterpillar goes into a cocoon and it lightens up. It's not as heavy anymore, and that's when it's able to gain its wings and gain flight. The butterfly is a lighter version of the caterpillar. So let go of all that burden of shame and pain and mental anguish and guilt, and just be light and airy, and you will feel the difference in your aura, in your essence, in your personality, in your demeanor as well. So there's a lesson to learn from butterflies too. So that's pretty much, I mean, there's probably some more to come as as I go on. I'll probably come back with a little bit more lessons, but I'm just gonna leave it with those muscles and those morsels and those gems of the day. And yeah, as always, protect your energy, spread love, be kind to one another, and keep the peace. And I'll see you in my next video. So until then, fly high, my butterflies. Bye.